Okay, so our first exercise is going to be a single leg box step up.
Okay.
So this is essentially going up a very large step.
Yeah.
Think of it like that. Okay, so because it's much higher than our normal stair, a lot of balance is going to come into it, some coordination, and a lot of our stabilizing muscles are going to work as well. Okay, now you're slightly taller than me, so this box should be the right height for you.
Okay.
But if you're kind of wobbling every rep,
Yeah.
we're going to go for a slightly shorter box.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be okay. So this is single leg, and you want to be focused on the working leg.
Yeah.
Okay, so this exercise will predominantly work the quads if your body stays fairly upright. If your body is leant further over like this,
Yeah.
the work's going to move more to the glutes and the hamstrings.
Okay.
Okay. Overall, obviously, it is the leg.
Yeah.
Dependent on your body position, is going to affect which particular muscle is worked. So, you want to set yourself up like this. Step up. And as you step up, bring your other foot to the top of the box to balance you.
Okay.
Okay. Show you on this leg as well. It wants to be fairly slow. You don't want to use too much momentum
Yeah.
because we're aiming for the muscle to be under tension for a bit longer. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
No? Okay. So we're going to do 10 reps on each leg.
On each leg.
So it's up to you if you want to alternate each
Yeah.
leg. Personally, I would prefer alternating.
Okay.
If you do one leg for 10, it tends to be quite fatiguing.
Yeah.
So I like to alternate each leg,
Okay.
if you think that's going to work for you. So if you come around this side, yeah, whenever you're ready. Two, 4. How's it feeling so far?
It's good. I've kind of lost count. How many I've done.
We're on, this one should be the 5th one.
Okay.
So 5 on both legs. Yep, 6th one. 7. 8. Okay. 9. Yep. Now you've got one more on each leg.
Yep.
10. Perfect. Wonderful. Feeling okay? Heart rate
Yeah. Good.
going up a tiny bit doing that maybe?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How did it feel in terms of the balance?
Felt good.
Felt good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're staying quite upright, which
Yeah.
is quite normal. So did you feel your quads particularly more?
Yeah,
Or you did?
I did.
Okay, that's good. That's what we're aiming for. Great. So we're going to just take a short rest of
Okay.
about a minute, and then we're going to do that 2 more times. We'll do
Okay.
3 sets in total. Okay?
Yep.
So you can take a seat, get a drink of water if you want.
Thank you.
So our next exercise is called a goblet squat.
Okay.
So before we actually pick up the dumbbell, I would just like to look at your regular squat movement pattern,
Yep.
just because you mentioned that you did hurt your back the other day.
Yeah.
So I just want to see kind of how you're moving in the squat
Okay.
before we pick up a dumbbell. Maybe we're going to need a lighter one than the ones
Yeah.
I've brought over. Okay. yeah, you can keep your shoes on for this.
Okay.
They're not too squashy. So you just show me your normal squat
Yeah.
at whatever width you would normally use, and we'll see how that's looking. Okay, pretty good. So with a goblet squat, the weight is obviously in front of you, it's on your front, which is naturally gonna make you have your chest up a bit higher.
Okay.
You naturally carry your chest fairly high anyway. So we're gonna go with the lighter one just to see how it feels for you.
Okay.
And if we do 10 reps and it feels way too easy, then we'll go for the slightly heavier one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna demonstrate it for you.
Okay.
Just so you can see how to hold it. So if you just take one step back there, that's perfect, thank you. So you see this is not a heavy dumbbell.
Yeah.
I know you lift plenty heavier than this, but you also don't want to drop it. So the best thing to do is put it on its end, and you're going to pick it up like a goblet. This is why it's called the goblet squat, because you're lifting it like a cup.
Okay.
Okay? So as soon as you pick it up, you're probably going to feel your lats working.
Yeah.
This is why I'm just want to make sure we use the right weight so we don't hurt your back, okay?
Okay.
So I'm nice and upright. And I go down into my squat, just like that,
Yeah.
okay? If with the weight, you feel that your stance is now a bit too narrow,
Yeah.
you simply just widen it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? I'll show you again. So the upper body's staying nice and upright,
Yeah.
okay? Now, this is gonna predominantly work the quads because it's a more upright squat,
Yeah.
but we are gonna be getting the glutes and hamstrings involved as well.
Okay.
Okay, it's a bit of everything. And because we are holding the weight up here,
Yeah.
it's also engaging our back at the same time.
Okay.
All right.
Amazing.
So, feel comfortable with that demo?
Yes.
Yep, you know what to do?
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
So we're gonna aim for 10 reps.
Yeah.
And if those 10 reps feel really easy, we'll go to the heavier weight afterwards. Okay? Okay, how was that?
That was okay. Yeah.
Did your knee hurt at all doing that? You
Yes.
said it did. Okay. Yeah, so I did notice some forward travel
Yeah.
in your hips. So in an ideal world, our kind of perfect squat would be a very straight line
Okay.
of descent. We wouldn't be shifting back and forth
Yeah.
too much. It could be your shoes. They're a little squishy.
Yeah.
Perhaps they are running shoes, so that could be having an effect. So if your knee hurts a bit, we're going to stick to the same weight
Yeah.
for our second set, and we'll maybe even just go to body weight for
Okay.
the third set.
Okay.
And just see how you feel, because we don't want to make that we don't want to make that worse. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Let's move on to the second set after you've
Great.
had a little rest.
Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Great. To our next exercise, this is a machine
Yeah.
exercise, leg extension.
Okay.
So we are extending our leg, and it's predominantly going to work the quads. You tend to really feel this, I feel it close to the knee in my quads when I do it. It is pretty much isolating the quads on this machine. Okay. Now, in terms of the range, it's probably going to be slightly different for me than you. I'm going to demonstrate it, and then we'll see if it's set up correctly for you or not, and we'll go from there. Okay. Now, have you used this machine before when you've been on your own?
Yes.
Yes. So what would be your normal starting weight on here?
Probably about 25 or 32.
Okay, yeah, so we want to warm up slowly,
Yeah.
just because you've mentioned that your knee might be problematic, so we'll start with 25,
Okay.
and we can always move it up. Okay. Now, in order to make this easier to get into, you can adjust that pin,
Okay.
and then I like to get in and then move it back. Okay. So, how far up you put the pin is going to be dependent on your knees and your knee flexion, your range, okay? So, for me, I know I can put it all the way back to 1, but for you at the moment, it may be 2, it may be 3. Now, you want to sit with your back flat against the back of the seat, okay? It should be in contact. If it's up like this, we're going to have some issues. So back flat against the seat, hold the handles. I tend to hold the handles. Not everyone does, but in my opinion, it is better because you can lock your arms and just really isolate the quads to work, okay? So once you're ready, come up. And slow back down. Slower is better, in my opinion on this. To come up to the top, you also don't have to lock your knees out. You don't have to get your legs completely straight. I'll show you one more time, and if you just watch my knees, just see what they do. Okay. Happy with that?
Happy.
All right. Now, put this back there for yourself.
Thank you.
Okay. So, I'd go for 2. Yeah, your legs are longer than mine, so we'll go for 2. So we're going to aim for 10 reps. Obviously, if you do 2 and it feels really easy, we'll put the weight up immediately. But if it's feeling okay to warm up, do 10 and we'll put it up on the next set, okay? Whenever you're ready. Yeah, nice. Okay, how is that feeling on your knee?
It's okay on the knee.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so if it's feeling okay, we will go up for the next set.
Okay.
But then if that does not feel good, we obviously will not continue to increase
Yeah.
the weight. Okay?
Okay.
That was looking really nice. The only thing I noticed there is that when you are extending, your hips are shifting slightly.
Okay.
Which is telling me that there's a bit of momentum going on that you're using to extend, to swing it up.
Yeah.
So just in order to kind of stop that, I would just pull a little more with the arms.
Okay.
Just to really keep the butt glued to the seat.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to stop that momentum, just because if you've got momentum working, you're not getting as much out of that muscle as you could. It's not as isolated as it could be.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Brilliant. Take a little rest and we'll do the next set in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So our second machine exercise, our last machine exercise, the hamstring prone curl.
Okay.
Prone just means you're laying down. So this is going to isolate the hamstrings.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, sort of like the leg extension, if we do the movement with a lot of momentum, it's not going to be as directly effective on the hamstrings.
Yeah.
So we're aiming to reduce the momentum, slow reps, and kind of focus on the contraction without momentum. Now, I would normally start with quite a low weight on this, just because you never know how it's going to feel, how fatigued you might be. that on 0. Once again, the pins, this setting, it's relevant to your knee flexion and your range of motion. So for some people, it is comfortable to go all the way back down. For some people, it's not. So I'll demonstrate it, and when you get on it, if it feels uncomfortable, we'll move it. Okay. Now, it's quite awkward to get onto this one. I find the best thing to do is to lean forwards like this. And then you've got your handles here to hold on to, okay? Now, I have done this correct for myself. So the pad at the back should be just above my ankles where it is, okay? Okay, so like you saw, the reps should be quite slow. When you bring it up to the top, we're not expecting your heels to touch your bum at all. That's obviously not realistic. You're going to take it as far as you feel that muscle can contract.
Okay.
Typically, as you fatigue, you will not be able to contract it as far. That's usually what happens. Okay, so see how you go with 10 reps at that weight.
Okay.
I think that will feel quite light for you.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, so we're going to start with that for now.
Okay.
Okay. I am just going to put this back 1 because your legs are slightly longer than mine.
Yeah.
If that's wrong, I'll change it. But
okay.
If you hop on when you're ready.
Yeah.
And I will just make sure that it's set up right. That's it. Yeah. So your hips should be right where that break is. Yep, so whenever you're ready, you can start to pull it up. Yeah, 1, perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Yep. Lovely. How did that feel?
That felt quite light.
Quite light?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So it's fine for the first set. We'll maybe do an extra one at the end if you feel up to it. We'll put the weight up, see how far we go.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, I tend to find that as the weight goes higher, you keep putting it up thinking, oh yeah, I can do way more. And then you get to sort of the 8th rep on that second set and you go, oh, maybe I can't. But yeah, nice. That was really good. It looked like you were really only using the hamstrings there.
Okay.
There wasn't any kind of momentum flipping it up.
Yeah.
Which is what we want. We don't want the momentum. We want it slow and static.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay, we're going to move on to the next set in a minute. Just take as much rest as you need. Okay, Christian, so for our last kind of main section of the workout, before we go and do a cool down, we're going to do not a time trial row, but we're going to do 250 meters with a kind of relative perceived effort. So that's like how hard you're trying. Of around 6 out of 10. Okay. So I want you to be trying pretty hard. Like you couldn't chat to me while you're doing it. Okay. You know, you need to be sort of really trying very hard. Kind of, 6 out of 10. Okay. And we're going to do 250 meters. And then the time that you do your 250 in is the amount of time you get to rest before you do the next 250. Okay. So we're going to do 3 lots of 250 meters, okay? Trying to maintain that same 6 out of 10 effort for all 3. Okay. and we're going to just kind of see how that feels, okay? Now, have you used a rower before?
I have,
You
yes.
have, so you know how to use it, okay? But because we are on a leg day, we do want to really be focusing on that leg drive in the row to get the most out of our pull, okay? So obviously adjust these however you would normally have them for yourself, okay? So get yourself set up and try to make sure that most of your movement is coming from the legs.
Okay.
It's just going to be that very end where you're going to bring the back in for that last little bit. I'll just show you one more time. But most of the movement is coming from the legs. Okay, you happy with that?
Happy.
All right. Now, I've just reset that there. So as soon as you begin, that will start itself again. Okay. So we're going to go to 250 meters. Again, I want you to really try hard. You shouldn't be able to talk. Just focus on the rowing, okay?
Yep, great.
Yeah, so whenever you're ready, and then as soon as you see it hit 250, obviously you can stop. Nice. Got nice leg drive. Just keep that going. That's it. Well over halfway now. Last little bit. Okay, so just stay seated for a second before you stand up if you wish to. Okay, that looked like quite a nice sustainable amount of effort for you.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you could have kept going if you had to?
Maybe.
For a little bit longer.
For a little bit longer.
So that's perfect. That was sort of the right amount that we were after. So not able to have a chat, but also not absolutely maxed out. You know, you're not panting right now, you're not sort of struggling for breath. So that's the right amount of effort, I think, for you.
Okay.
So that took you 1 minute and 5. So we'll rest for 1 minute and 5, and then we're going to do that 2 more times. Okay. With an aim to sustaining that effort through the next 3. Okay, nicely done. If you want to stand up for a second, please do. Otherwise, just stay where you are. Okay.